Hi guys, welcome to In 5 Minutes. In our next video, we would be understanding disk scheduling. But before we could go for the disk scheduling, first let us understand what you mean by disk and what are the terminologies. To basic, most of us understand disk by a hard disk. This is a diagram of a hard disk with a lot of technical stuff to it. For us, what matters is the disk, which you can see in a silver surface. That surface is called platter. Each of the platter would store data, that too on the either sides. This part is head, which is basically performing reading and writing. There is a SATA connector which you connect, jumper to decide master slave, power connector. Those are two technical stuff to understand. But yes, this kind of hard disk is always run by a spindle motor. Mind you, I might be showing this as a hard disk, but even your external hard disk drives would also follow the same structure. What thing we should remember is data is always stored onto this platters and not exactly how I'm showing. Data is stored in a slightly different form in which you can see right now. As you can see, there are concentric circles, each one called as the track. Then there are partitions. When you talk about a circular path, which is a track, a partition of that track would be called as the sector. As you can see in this diagram, this is the sector and the circle is a track. Okay. So basically we are talking about storing the data on a hard disk in practically sectors. The sectors which would be formed by breaking it into various track location in a concentric circle. The reading writing done only by head, and that head can only move in back and forth direction. So basically when it comes to reading data, let's try to understand how reading is going to perform. As we have clearly said, head is only going to move in back and forth direction. That means the coverage may be only this area. Now, in order to get the data which is stored in terms of track and sector, there are two things needed. Consider this diagram. That there is a track, and of track I only need this sector. Now, considering my head is over here, I need to perform rotation, and I also need to move my head at a particular angle such that a particular track and a particular sector can be targeted, because the head would only be able to move in this direction. So in order to perform read write, I need to get my head to a location with reference to two things. Number one, the track which I am trying to take, and number two is the sector which I am trying to address. So basically whenever we talk about physical disk and you are performing any read write, is the head movement which is moving, and it is the track and sectors which should come below your read write head to perform reading or writing. So again, quick recap to what we have. We said this is a normal hard disk and this is the platter on which we perform reading and writing. The read write head will only move in backward and forward direction, allowing us to read write only something which is below this read write head. So end result, the entire hard disk would be rotated, that is the platter of hard disk will be rotated and the head would be adjusted. So it is two things. One is the rotation in order to get track and the sector, and it is the read write head which will come exactly above the sector where I am supposed to perform read and write. We all know hard disk works with electromagnetic or magnetic property. So it slightly floats above the platter. Through magnetic field, they will understand 0 and 1 and they will be performing reading. This would be performed for every bit to be read or to be written on a disk. Why this is important? Because once we understand how reading writing process is performed, we will only be able to understand scheduling. Well, thanks for watching this video.